Almost every foundation crack is cosmetic, and the foundation repair industry makes its money convincing you they're not. A free foundation inspection from a company that sells piers is a sales call, not a diagnosis. So before you sign anything, you need to know which cracks actually mean trouble and which ones just look scary. I'm Jason Hammond. I've owned houses with everything from 1920s fieldstone foundations to poured concrete. I've panicked over cracks that were nothing, and I've watched a homeowner ignore the one crack that actually mattered until it cost him 30 grand. Here are the 5 signs that mean get a real opinion. Sign 1. Stair-step cracks in block or brick, wider than a 1/4 inch. When a crack runs diagonally up through the mortar joints in a stair-step pattern, that's the signature of differential settlement. One part of the foundation sinking faster than the rest. The width is what matters. A hairline you can barely feel has probably been still for decades. One you can fit a 1/4 into, or that's wider at the top than the bottom, is active movement. Mark each end with a pencil, write the date, and check it in 30 days. Sign 2. Doors and windows that suddenly stick. Houses move a little with the seasons. That's normal. What's not normal is a door that always closed fine suddenly dragging at one corner, or a gap opening at the top of a frame. When a foundation settles unevenly, it racks the framing out of square, and the doors are the only moving parts in the wall. One sticking door is humidity. 3 sticking doors, all on the same side of the house, is the foundation talking. Sign 3. A horizontal crack or a bowing basement wall. This is the one that actually scares me, and it's the one people miss because it's behind the storage shelves. A horizontal crack running across a block wall isn't settlement. It's the soil outside pushing in. Frost and water pressure bending the wall inward like a soda can. Put a straight edge against it. If it's bowed in even 1/2 inch, that wall is failing, and it gets worse every wet season. Vertical cracks are usually fine. Horizontal cracks are the emergency. Sign 4. Floors that slope, sag, or bounce. Set a marble on the floor or use a 4-foot level. A little slope in an old house is character. A floor that drops an inch across one room, or a spot in the middle that sags and bounces when you walk it, means the support underneath has moved. A settled footing, a rotted girder, a failed post. Figure out what's below the low spot before anyone fixes the floor. Sign 5. The structure pulling away from itself. Walk the outside. Look for separation. A chimney leaning off the wall, a gap behind the front steps, brick veneer stepping away from a corner, a garage door that wedges because the frame's gone out of square. That's the exterior version of the same story. One part of the house going somewhere, the rest of it isn't. And the ones that look scary but usually aren't, thin vertical cracks in poured concrete, are shrinkage from curing, not failure. Spider web surface cracks are a finishing issue. The difference between cosmetic and structural is the difference between a $40 tube of sealer and a $25,000 pier job, so don't let anyone blur that line to sell you the pier job. If a crack's keeping you up at night, send me 3 photos. A wide shot, a close-up with a coin for scale, and any sticking door. $9.99 on hammondreengineered.com/report. I'll tell you if it's cosmetic, monitor, or get an engineer now.